here, new here, I'm Kaniti, and if you're already watching this channel, welcome back. Today we are going to watch 14th episode of anime Durarara, so let's get to it, let's go. Alright, let's see. My second time watching the new opening. Did I set the right subtitles? Yes. A face about to cry under the low rambling sky. This time I'll read the lyrics, okay? I spit out saliva tinged with anger. I'm worried everything is going to break and fear the coming tomorrow. Fear the coming tomorrow. They say I look like an idiot. I understand that the answer is something that can't be seen. Draw something on the endlessly vast white tomorrow. Reality is a picture drawn on a black stained tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow has changed from white to black. Writhing and shining. Yellow scarves. But that's a lot. Is it all going to be addressed in this episode? Draw something on the endlessly vast white tomorrow. See, it's like the reality is black, but at the same time, the tomorrow is wow, vastly white. Maybe it's white but black stained. Like, yeah, the lyrics in openings and endings are always so confusing. Like, it sounds cool, I think, but okay. Yeah, that's what happened in the end of the previous episode. Okay. Wait, when did she officially become his girlfriend? A lot of police cruisers there. She's still scared of police. Rubbernecking? What is the meaning of this? Yeah, she did witness it. So yeah, see, Slasher didn't touch her. Only protected her. Today I cut. Wrong, most strong love, desire. Want strong people who... That's too much. Change the fate. Wait, really? Is this like her daughter or something? And it says mother for some reason. That's just uproar. Mysteriously tight. I didn't expect there to be a tie between her and Slasher, but we'll see. I thought that's like a completely just different separate entity. Ew. Like, serves you right. Well, that's your own fault. Like, how am I supposed to like this character? Yeah, the yellow scarves. I thought this was going to be like episode more about Kid and yellow scarves. But there were a lot of other blue squares, right? But we didn't really see blue squares, I think, right? There's a fee. Mm. Shouldn't he pay like to sell to then? At least he's fun. Did know if you were my son? That's a strange phrase to say. Is there much to inherit? That's how do they call it? That syndrome when you fall in love with like the only person you have in your life, so to say. In love with an obsessed creep. I'm sorry, but who asked you? I mean, I can't approve of it, but you. Like, not your business. Only I don't approve of Shinra, and he doesn't approve of her, okay? Isn't he the one who hid from her the fact, like, where her head is and everything like that? Yeah, he is a perverted child. Unfortunately. Father, you left my club of not approving too fast. I'm disappointed. Wait, he stole her head. And then what, sold it to. Okay, man. Uh-huh. Yeah, well, it makes sense. That's not too surprising. I guess that's why they didn't make a big deal of this reveal. He used it as a distraction to run away. Well, he already admitted to it. He could at least give more useful information, maybe. So he was right that it's easy to run away from her. Waiting for the lift. I mean, elevator. Oh, that's true. About Henri or. Well, yeah, about the slasher. It's an interesting looking clock. Well, she is there in the chat at least. It is kind of the chat that, as I understood, is like on a dollar website. Yeah, there are a lot of yellow scarves here now. Oh, that's very sweet. Him. I think, yes, I was right remembering that Slasher is like kind of better at doing damage to her, and it's nice. Like their friendship, I think, seems nice. I think he's like, well, like Slasher hurt you, so and you are my friend, so I have to kill the Slasher. Maybe that's the idea. I don't know, dude. You kind of took it. But you had that thought. Is there another Dalahan? Well, if you have to worry about yourself, then it's not a normal, stable relationship, right? Katana Psyche, wait. That was her handle in the chat, was it? Well, that's all. He just told her about the sword and took money. Gosh, people. Yeah, because she will psycho. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I guess that is useful information. Fine. Yeah, so it would be a regular human, but with a sword and kind of controlled by the sword. That's what they imply. As usual. What the heck? It was such a short scene. So, I see. She's so chill. Well, she was pretty calm anyway. Isaiah like doesn't care at all, just goes. His company? So they're after her again? Does it imply that he kind of created the slasher, so to say, with the sword to create a power struggle and kind of bring something out of Celsi? Huh? Looks like they are on the same wavelengths. He's like, dear, I know without you how I should run things. Like, I don't need your freaking advice. That's what I was doing anyway. That was a pretty picture of the dragon, by the way. Oh, the creep. Ew. She isn't even trying to run away. She's so helpless. That was the other person he harassed. Can't he be fired? Another poor girl who was harassed, I assume. It's a bit early to say like truly loves you, but yeah, kind of likes her, has a crush on her, something around these words. Kitty seems very nice. Oh, they all went their separate ways. I like how he protects Andre all the time from that creep teacher that isn't fired yet for some reason. Okay, that's this mysterious woman. Wait, they gave her name. I'm so stupid. I have to go back to the opening and read it again. Wait, this person looks not like a slasher. The woman they just showed. What do you mean antique shop? Ah, that's why she can be cut. Does it always take the body of a different person? That silhouette looked very different from the slasher that I usually see, so I thought, like, if the idea here is that there was this thought psycho and Shinra's dad used it to steal Celti's heads because it can cut the soul. But then kind of a slasher appeared, and I think it was implied, at least that's how I saw it, right? That it was implied that I'm just distracted by these strange shadows in the ending. I guess that's Celtis, maybe. I'm not sure. That Isaiah used this sword then and kind of gave it to a slasher to create a slasher, to create a power struggle. And he kind of tries out some stuff, also hiding her head, to test out some of his theories and see if she's like a Valkyrie, if something fun is going to happen, I guess. But then, when we saw right now Henri's like memories, it seems the person who was a slasher look like an adult woman, and now we see kind of Henri's being seems like attacked again, and the person seems like an adult man now, and before that we saw her, she looked like a teenager girl or something. It looks like to me again that the sword kind of changes hands and the slash is a different person every time, and the entity that rise in the chart is not like that person but the sword itself, the psyche itself, and it's also kind of somehow connected to Celti. I want to check some moments. Masao Mikida, and then he looks at the girl Saki Mikajima. Okay, so that's not his relative, and that's not like the other girl, for example, who was harassed. I'm just thinking like who Kida knows, who Kida like was connected with. He mentioned that girl that made the teacher go like have a strong reaction, right? But it looks like that girl was just transferred, maybe just studies in another school right now. But there also can be a reason why she's mentioned, so maybe I should note her down as well. And this woman, I think that he visits, that Kida visits, is named Saki Mikajima, and I don't think we had anyone with like, I guess Mikajima is a surname, right? We didn't have anyone with a surname like that. And then she's also somehow connected to Isaiah. We also can see that Isaiah is holding the phone. Was it Isaiah who called her? He asked, did your boyfriend like visit you or something? Let's see. How is your boyfriend been? He comes to visit sometimes, at least until recently. Yeah, exactly. I remember there was a scene in one of the early episodes. Isaiah came to this girl, Saki, that I'm going to write down, and asked like, is your boyfriend visiting? And obviously implying Kida, and there was a photo of her and Kida. So it is implied that Kida is her boyfriend. At first, when she was shown, I thought she looks like an adult woman. So I thought it's like his mom that lost, I know my fears are crazy, that lost her memory, and he just tries to humor her because she thinks maybe she's like very young and thinks that's her boyfriend. She doesn't remember about having a kid, but he just wants to spend time with his mom. Okay, end of my crazy theory. But now maybe they are closer in age, maybe I misunderstood, and maybe he really was her boyfriend and it's all tied somehow to his time in Yellow Scarves, maybe to the time when Yellow Scarves fell apart or why he left, etc, etc. Might be some connection. And then also like if he still cares about her, if she's still his girlfriend and stuff like that. He kind of flirts a lot with other girls, and he clearly likes Henri, so that the kind of the math isn't adding up, or maybe he just visits her because he feels guilty about something and he doesn't have that romantic feelings anymore, for example if they were boyfriend and girlfriend, and maybe he feels like he's the reason she's there, and feeling unwell, I don't know what's her condition, right? And just visits her so she doesn't feel lonely, so she has like more fun, so to say, staying there. That is just, yeah. Okay, that would be probably it for this episode. It feels like there are like new plot lines popping up that we have to explore and get going into another big arc. The first one was about Harima Mika and Seiji Yagiri, and now we are entering the new stage of the story, but it's still connected to Celti. It seems like she's one of the major plot points, as well as Kida and his mysterious past with Yellow Scarves, and something about Slasher and Henri. Maybe, but the Slasher in the end seemed to be like the person behind her seemed to be holding a knife, so maybe that's not a Slasher at all, but just a scary silhouette and someone trying to attack her. Or like the sword, now if my theory about different people wielding the sword wants to transfer to a new person, to Henri, so she becomes a slasher, or something like that. Again, we see her in danger, someone attacking her, so either someone has to come in and save her again, or she turns around, it turns out now she has a sword and she is a slasher. So, and as I said before, I theorized that the sword kind of has its own mind, so to say. Okay, that's pretty complicated, so we'll have to see how it escalates. And yeah, as I said, that would be it for today. So please share your thoughts in the comments down below without spoilers, of course. Thank you for watching and see ya.